In today's video, we're going to be talking about, I got these common questions on why I have done a 21 prayer and fast that I finished on the 26th of January at 5, although I did not eat until probably 5:30. And so these are the common questions that I've had if I'm looking on the site, just because I took some notes, and I just thought I would share, my perspective of how I do fast and how it has, worked for me. On a spiritual level, to a mental level, to also a physical level, and that has a ripple effect in so many various different things. So the first thing that I have done, and if you have not done so, hello, my name is Olivia, and I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn. There should be a little show note at the bottom of the of everything, but right now I'm not going to be talking to you about how to make money. But if you do want, you can absolutely just message me #hybrid on IG, Olivia Igwe, or Facebook is the fastest way to get me. Today, prayer and fasting is something that we do because I'm Christian, and we do this at the end of the year. Well, coming into the new year, to refocus on what God wants us to be as a daughter, a wife, a mother, a friend, etc. Whatever you are in the season. And it's just to focus on something that is His word. But by doing the fast, as much as you do the prayer, it's also about removing something that you are addicted to. Now, the 21 prayer and fast doesn't mean that you have to do 21 days. Just fasting means there's various different fasts that you could do, from water fast to, doing a Daniel fast, which is mainly just eating what is sort of vegan, right? So, what comes from the soil. Those are the two main ones, but I decided I really wanted to adapt it. Reason being is because I didn't want to make it that complicated, in my sense. I couldn't go for 21 days of just doing a water fast because I work out 6 days a week. And so where do I take my intake of protein? Where do I fuel my body? Goal is not to become something that it's dangerous for your own health. God would not want that, but it's doing something that you can adapt, right? And so what inspired me to do this particular one, where I actually, from 5 a.m. till 5 p.m. I don't eat. I only have water intake, right? Now, I did still use my supplements that, of course, I don't have because it's the end of the month, and we finished because we have like a monthly subscription. And so they haven't sent me my shipping. So I don't have anything, for the morning drink that I take, right? But if not, there should be a video. I'll put a video maybe somewhere so you guys can see on how to take the supplements. Anyways, so I take my supplements, and then I just basically go throughout the whole day with just water. Now, as of 12, it does come a little bit more tough. 12 till the last 5 hours, it does become mentally it's intense. Now, why did I do 5 a.m. till 5 p.m.? I just thought, might as well. A friend recommended it, and she was, you could do it intermittent. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just talked to God, and I asked him, and he was like, yeah, you could do 5 a.m. till 5 p.m. I wake up anyway at 5 because I have to work out. And I was like, well, 12 hours, perfect. Some days I actually have gone, 12 hours. Some I've gone 24 hours because I had to to break the fast, etc. But the 21 days is really just what inspired me, which is one of the questions, is because I really wanted to see clarity. I wanted the year of our church vision is focus. What are we? So eliminate the distraction, but what can you focus on? Which I'm really good at in different areas of my life, but I know some aren't, and so I just have to laser focus, and so that was my clarity. I'm also breaking a whole generation of family bloodline that I know that spiritually I can do that when I'm removed from any the food that is just I'm so addicted to it that I can remove myself from it. Now, the difference of this, of how do you mentally prepare, which is the second question, how do you mentally prepare spiritually and physically for the fasting? It's planning, right? Lately I've gone into food planning of what works for me. I, of course, as I'm breaking the fast at 5, I generally eat at 5:30, meaning that, I'm only intaking one meal a day, which is not a lot for me to be able to continue and fuel throughout the next single day and work out, etc. But that's how I've been able to help. So more chicken to vegetables, a little bit less carbs, just fueling the body so I can continue. Now I'm still taking my supplements because they will help to recover. They will help to fuel. They will help the intake of fruit and vegetables that we're not intaking in our general meal. So that's one that I've been doing. And I know some people are like, yeah, but that's not the authentic way of doing the fast. Look, brother, let me tell you this. Why don't you do a 21-day in fasting all by yourself? Okay, then we can talk about that. But I've done one that works for me. And as long as it's in between a connection in between what God and me wants, then it works. And it has done wonders in the sense that it has opened realms. It has opened, old wounds to, me working on myself, to also understanding, okay, what is it that I'm wanting? So it does require preparation. It does require a mental strength. It's not easy. Like the last, 20th day on Saturday, I still remember when I was in my kitchen and I'm like, I had this voice saying, nah, you could beat this. You don't have to wait till the next again day to do the fast. And I had to, tell myself no. Even for example, for when I was doing today on the fast, as I'm recording this, I have done some meal prep. I didn't lick my hands with the food or etc. I just jumped in straight into it and just meal prep 2 hours before. And then the fast, I could break it. It requires a mental strength. It's not something that you don't have. It's just built. And I know that if I can build it in the kitchen, I can build it in my home, I can build that belief. The rest, it has a ripple effect because, which is the other question that I tend to have, what are the challenges that you're facing during the prayer, the fasting, and how did you overcome them? I just made it work. We always had a prayer in the morning, which was great with our church, the word of the day, which was on my Bible app. And you can literally get that. And let me show you how it works. So we have the Bible app here, and then it literally, sorry, I also have to jump onto a call quickly in a few minutes, right? But this was the prayer and fasting. You can see here, maybe there, right? This one here, that's where it was. And so every day you'd have, of course, I haven't done that today, but you'd have the devotion, you'd have the scriptures, the 3 scriptures or 4 scriptures that we had, and that was it. That was how it was supposed to go. And then in the evening, we would have prayer and worship online, and then they keep it for 24 hours until the next one. And so I would plug in religiously in the morning, listening to it, except today I didn't. But I listened to the recap, and it was so powerful because it's something that you don't know until you do it. I've had crazy reconnection of people in the conversation to, people from the past, to, what I was wanting, that would never happen, to, conversations, to business partners coming out of left, right, center, to, deals coming through. And because I've just been diligent, right? And it says, the breakthroughs, the lessons, well, the struggle is against me. I'm hungry. And it's the focus of saying, okay, no, I can override it. But the overriding is the focus on, okay, what can I control? What can I just analyze and just do on a daily basis and just focus all the time, right? What breakthroughs or lesson did you experience during the time? It's I actually have the power within. When I was working out or when I was telling people that I was doing on this fast, people were always like, oh, wow, are you okay? How you do it? You just do it, right? You get it done. It's a non-negotiable, because I've come to a point where if I promise to myself what I say I was going to do, I'm going to build the confidence. And if you think you can outtake me on something external, my mind is such a powerful asset that you can't stop me. And so automatically that just shifts. And for me, it's just a non-negotiable. I just don't know how to really say, because it's something that you can only experience once you do it. Now, if you're a first time doing it, I would say, check with your doctor. I am no doctor, whatever. I just flow intuitively with what works for me. But I've done 3 days of water fast. I've done 2 days. I've done 1 day. I've done intermittent. I've done Daniel fast. I don't like the Daniel fast. For me, I just don't know what to eat. And eating vegetables and being vegan ain't a thing for me. I'm nah, bro, not for me. So, and I've done it, but I'm just not my thing. I did it last year, and it wasn't fun. And I'm not saying, the other fast, but I'd much rather have nothing. Like only water, and that's a diligent thing, than having something that plain, no spice. Like it just nah. Let's just go all in. It's either, I'm very black or white. It's either in or out, right? And so what I've realized, because the next question is, how do you think prayer and fasting has impacted your business, your confidence, and your personal life? It's built so much more resilience. Like the conversations that I've been having with people to being aligned, to the laughters, to the struggle, to, seeing other people. Like I interviewed Albert a couple of days ago, and he too is also doing a prayer and fast with his church. And before we did, for example, our interview session together, we prayed beforehand. And it was so beautiful because those are things that, you get to be connected on a deeper level with some human beings. You get to also understand that there's maybe a lot of things around you that don't really, really matter. Those last 21 days I've been tested. I've been thrown in the deep end. But let me tell you this, I'm still standing. Let me tell you this, I'm still walking. Let me tell you this, I'm still facing, difficulties like everybody else or anybody else. But I choose to focus on things that I can override, on things that I can just say, okay, I can't control this, but I can't control somebody that just slided into my past that wasn't that I didn't want. But can I be that bigger person and still reconnect? Still have that conversation. There's a level of peace that once you do this 21 this 21 fast, 21 prayer and fast, it brings a calmness, a stillness that you can only experience when you do it yourself. And so my wish for you is that you would do it. And my wish for you is that you would challenge yourself, if that, is, and do it for 21 days and then just keep on going, right? I don't think I'm going to continue doing the fast, intermittent fasting 5 to 5. But what I did do is I celebrated the last meal that I actually ate. I didn't take a picture, but I had a friend at CrossFit that was like, "Are you going to celebrate?" And I didn't think of it. He's like, "You should celebrate, right? You should celebrate doing it." And then last I shall leave you with is, what advice do you give someone considering prayer and fasting for the first time? I really do think that if you're doing it, be prepared. Get the meals prepared, get the stuff prepared, and tell people that you're doing it, right? Don't be ashamed about the fact of, oh, I'm not doing it. And remind people every single day of your journey on it, of what you're learning, maybe script or maybe, do videos. Because people follow people that walk the walk and talk the talk. I think it's a beautiful experience. I don't think you should do it necessarily alone for the first couple of times because it's tough. But if you can find somebody that you can partner up and do it with, or, maybe your church is doing it, I just find it every year. It's just so soothing, cleansing. Just like you take a detox to cleanse your body, which is one that that's going to be arriving in the next couple of days. It's going to cleanse my body. But at the same time, I want something that can also spiritually cleanse me. And that's just the beauty of it, which I absolutely love. So hopefully that resonated in some way, shape, or form. If you have any questions, just drop them down below. I'm the one that replies to all questions. I'm the one, Olivia Igwe. Remember, be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. Talk to you guys later.